Hi, my name is Anthea Walker. I am the owner of AW Concierge. We are located in South Florida, from Fort Lauderdale to Palm Beach. And today we're with my really good friend, Nicole Carver from Carver Concierge. She's located in Tampa and in Nashville.
Hi, Anthea. It's great to be here. What a
It's
gorgeous
so
afternoon.
Yes, it's such a beautiful day in Tampa and so different from being in South Florida. Let's just talk about how we met, which is very interesting because it was during COVID. How did we meet again?
Well, we didn't actually meet in
You didn't
person
meet in person,
until
no.
about a year ago, or
Yes,
6 months ago.
6 months ago, yeah.
But we've been talking for probably almost 3 years now.
Yeah. So during COVID, I was trying to find other concierge companies that were in Florida, and that kind of aligned with AW Concierge, just to get an idea of how they run in their market, and that could also help us in South Florida. And I met Nicole, and she's been such a huge component to our business and has really been like the mentor. It's been a really good relationship, and it's nice that I can come to Tampa today and just learn what she does in her company, and we love to collaborate, and that's been part of our journey so far.
I think being female business owners in the same industry, you have to align your value system and how you serve your clients and the type of clients you do. And that was how we clicked right away.
I agree.
We knew that we both led with our values for our business were integrity and honesty and loyalty, and we have a service heart. So that comes first with us, and that's how we connected with our clients. And I think that's how we really connected with each other first and foremost. We knew right from the start. And when you talk about mentorship, I think being able to share what I've learned allows me to grow and expand, and you are always sharing with me the ways you do things, and it's allowed both of our businesses to bloom and blossom, and we've been able to collaborate.
Yes.
And knowing that you're East Coast and I'm West Coast, we kind of really get a good feel for the Florida market.
Absolutely. I agree. I think that many times women entrepreneurs don't want to share as much, and they feel that it's more of a competitive environment. I think for Nicole and I, we're very confident in our businesses, and we stay true to our values and our core system. And whenever I feel like there's a situation or a question that I have, I feel so comfortable to just send a quick text and ask her, what do you think? And I think because she's been doing it longer than, how long have you been in business?
11 years, almost 12.
11 years in this industry. It was easy for me to call her and connect with her because I knew she didn't mind sharing. And even for me, I don't mind if something worked for my company to share with her. And having that East Coast, West Coast vibe in Florida, I think has definitely been an asset for both of us. For me, I think that it's important for those that are in the beginning stage of a business to find someone that you could connect with that has experience, that's seasoned, mature, because there's a lot of value when you work with someone that has done it before, regardless of the industry, just running a business, just the nuances of it. I've been in business for 22 years now, and when I started, I had other women that I could connect with that I still have relationships, different industry, but I still could tap in just for the basic things like, what papers do you file? How do you get the LLC going? It's so funny because Nicole shared her lawyer with me because I was looking for a lawyer that understood our market, because not all lawyers know the concierge business. And even with my insurance, who I love, was from Nicole, and I still use them today. I use them personally also. So I think it's important when you can find someone that you connect with, that you trust, that has the same core values, that can kind of guide you through the process. And I think every stage always continuously be doing that, and you pave the way for other entrepreneurs that are coming behind you if you keep it going. And that's what I've personally tried to do, to always help if I see there's a need from a new entrepreneur that might need some inspiration or just basic guidance with starting a business.
I think it's a shame if you go into business and you learn everything you learn, but you don't share it with other people. There's growth and value in being able to share your experiences. Sometimes you don't always think you know as much as you do until you start sharing that information with somebody else, and then it's quite surprising, or you figure out better ways to do things. The concierge industry is growing. And we're all unique in what we do. So we all serve clients differently. Our personalities are differently. So even though you might provide the same service, the way you provide it and the person you connect with is always going to be different. It's very relationship based. It's not transactional.
No, not at
So
all.
I don't think that when you start feeling like you feel a scarcity or that you can't share, you're doing a disservice to yourself and everybody else. And that's something that we've been able to work together really well on, because we know that there's just, whether we're East Coast or West Coast or if we're in the same city, there's so many people that we want to share our services with.
Absolutely.
And you share what you learn, and you share how you build, and you share with other businesses, and we partner with other businesses. Yep. And if you can help them and they can help you, we just all continue to grow. And that's what's the best part about what we all do, I think.
I think so. I think when I transitioned into a full concierge company, because prior to that, I ran a bridal salon and wedding planning company in New York, and we provided a lot of concierge services. And when I just transitioned to just concierge services, it was important for me to find female entrepreneurs that had a similar business, because I knew there was a need, but I didn't know how to set it up as a standalone. And for me, that's when it was critical, because I didn't have that product of a dress anymore, and I didn't have the planning component as the full piece of the business. It was a varied group of services under concierge, and now how do you market it and make it make sense and get paid for this service, and show to your clients that there is value in having someone watch your home. There is value if you have someone help you with tasks in your house, or your travel planning, or your child is going to college and you need help setting up their dorm. So you realize that there was so much value, and you needed that individual to come in and say, okay, this is how I can help guide you. And I think I found that in a few women, Nicole being one of them, that really helped me and perpetuated the business and put us on a really good, strong trajectory to be successful.
Absolutely. I think as women, we think differently than men. We have different things in our lives that we're responsible for, whether it's how we manage a family or how we manage a house or how we want to show up professionally. And being able to connect with other like-minded business women that are going through the same challenges or the same struggles or have that same insight, it's not comparable to anything else. You have to have other strong business women around you to be a strong businesswoman. With that said, I think there's always value in how we connect with men and how they do business too, but we think differently, and we're wired differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Approach it like a job, not a hobby. Because if you start out like a hobby, it will always be a hobby. Take it seriously, learn what you need to do, and build it out professionally and appropriately from the beginning. It will serve you well long term. Also know that when you start out running your own business, you are going to quit that 40 to 60 hour a week job that you had with somebody else, and you are going to work 120 to 140 hours a week for yourself, but there's no reward like being your own business owner.
I think the one word that pops to mind is consistency. You have to be consistent. It is a day-to-day process, and that consistency, once you have processes in place, be committed to that cause, do it every day, and then you'll see the results. I think a lot of times that new entrepreneurs, because they don't know, they start business, if something doesn't work, then they go here and they move around. I think you just have to be consistent in your process when you're starting out.
Absolutely.